So since we were discussing about the poverty line calculation in India, and in the session we have discussed about कि in India there is an organization named as National Sample Survey Organization. It help us, or it is its responsibility of the NSSO to calculate the number of poor in the country, and for this it has made some measures. On the basis of those measures, it set a level, that is your poverty line level, and for construction of that poverty line it uses the several measures such as the minimum food requirement, cloth, footwear, fuel and light, education and medical health requirement. So these, if someone is not able to achieve these basic requirements of life, so he she will be considered in India as a poor person. So now we have the measures, the minimum subsistence levels or necessary levels which every person in India should achieve. So he will be not be in the category of the poor if he is not able to attain the minimum levels of the food, cloth, footwear, fuel and light, and education and medical requirement, then she will be considered as a poor in India. So in this series, the next point is how poverty is seen by social scientists in the country. Earlier, level of income and consumption are the only indicators of poverty. But here we are seeing there is a new point came, the social scientist term. So what social scientists did, they did their research, they went in the field, they have collected the reports, and they have given some new criterions which are helping us to understand the poverty levels. In past, maybe whatever the measures were there, they are not fully existing or fully completing the current situation's needs. So what changes came, we will discuss here. But now is look through other social indicators, like what social scientists did. They researched the market, they have seen the market, and they found कि not just the income and consumption levels are required to categorize a person into poverty or non-poverty category, but there are certain other levels which also help us for the understanding of the poverty level. So now what are those points? They are given here, you can see. The first point is illiteracy. That is the new point which was not earlier in the list. Second is lack of access health care. Third is lack of job opportunities. Next point is lack of access of safe drinking water, and last one is water and sanitation, etc. So nowadays if someone is not able to achieve these facilities, so she will be considered as a poor. So this is the new change. In the past you are saying fooding, clothing, housing. पहले जो रिक्वायरमेंट थी, आई कैन से इन द पास्ट टाइम लाइक 50, 70, 80, 100 ईयर्स बैक, हम कहते हैं रोटी, कपड़ा और मकान. ये किसी भी इंसान के लाइफ के लिए बेसिक नेसेसिटीज़ होती थी, बेसिक नेसेसिटीज़ थी, मूलभूत ज़रूरतें होती थी लाइफ के लिए. अब इसमें कुछ और एड ऑन्स हो गए हैं विद द टाइम पीरियड. With passing time, changes in the market patterns, changes in the society, changes in the world, and due to the globalization, we have changes in the our system. So now here we have added the illiteracy, lack of access to healthcare, lack of job opportunities, and lack of access of safe drinking water and water and sanitation facilities. So if these facilities are available to anyone, he will be not considered as a poor. But if these are not available, so right now in the current scenario, as per the social scientists, he will be considered as a poor. So what is the next conclusion? So now what is the next conclusion? Earlier we have used the terms ki if someone is below a certain income level or consumption level, he will be considered as a poor. But what now? Now they have added two more new points. there are two new points the social scientists have been given, and we will see those new points we are going to see, and we will discuss about them. So those all social indicators combine two broad concepts. If we are adding above written 5 points, so we got two more points. Those are, first is social exclusion and the second is vulnerability. Social exclusion is the first point which have been given by the social scientist in the explaining the term of poverty at the time of measuring the poverty, and the second one is the vulnerability. So our next topic is social exclusion. What is the meaning of social exclusion? We will discuss next in this session. I think it's clear with its literal meaning to you all. Social exclusion, so the definition is given, social exclusion or meaning is given. Social exclusion is a process through which we divide people on the basis of rich and poor category. Clear? It is very simple. And how we can see that in society? It is again easy. Rich people live in different locality and poor people live in different locality. Yeah, we heard the names of slums, the outskirts in the villages, the outside areas of villages, the कॉर्नर ऑफ द विलेजेस, आउट ऑफ द सिटी, स्लम एरिया, झुग्गी झोपड़ी, ये सब हमने सुना हुआ है. अब जिन झुग्गी झोपड़ियों के अंदर, उन स्लम्स के अंदर, उन आउटस्कर्ट्स में, शहर के बाहर, गांव के बाहर जो एरियाज़ थे वहाँ पे कौन लोग रहते थे? इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, उन एरियाज़ में कौन लोग रह रहे हैं? डेफिनेटली द आंसर ऑफ यू ऑल विल बी द पुअर पीपल और द मार्जिनलाइज सेक्शन, द लोअर क्लास पीपल वी कैन से. Okay, so this is our answer. So now we can say we can easily see the gulf between the both. You can see the gulf between the both. The person who is residing on the right side in this picture is from the which area? A rural area, and or the outskirt of the area, or his locality will not look like the locality of the rich people. But the left side people is living in the big bungalows and there are proper roads and all. But at the right side there are no proper facilities. We can just giving a glance over it, we can just giving if a glance over it, we can easily identify both of them. The right side people is poor and the person living in the left side area is rich. So this is easy to understand again. The term social exclusion. The next term is vulnerability. What it means? It means certain communities who has more probability of remaining poor in the coming years. They comes under the category of vulnerability. Example: member of backward caste, widow, physically handicapped people. So certain communities has more probability of remaining poor in the coming years. उनको हम कहाँ रखते हैं? vulnerability के अंदर हम उन्हें categorize करते हैं. So it is easily we can see the such people, and we can say that they are living in the poverty and they will remain poor for a longer period of time. And this concept is known as the vulnerability of these people. Like we are seeing, if they are living in the very poor condition and they can kacha houses, outskirts, and it's very difficult for them to overcome from this situation. For them it is very difficult to manage their livings and they are not able to attain the proper education, healthcare, the sanitation facilities, the drinking water facilities, and the medical facilities, and their life is in going through in very struggles. So we count them in the category of the poor people, right? Next topic is trends of poverty in India, and that topic we'll discuss in the next session. If there is any query, any questions, you can discuss. Poverty trend in India is our next topic. Okay, students. So see you in the next session.